up, YouTube peoples? Jeremy Cash back with the Sneaker Division. I got my boy Cesar Perez here. We're gonna do something a little different. This is gonna be episode 1 of a new series that we're gonna start here. Hopefully to get some of your stories involved. But the first story is gonna be his story. Whenever I was growing up, I didn't actually have any type of sneakers. I didn't have any nice clothes or anything like that. My mom gave me Kmart clothes and Walmart clothes, and then shoes was Payless. That's it. That's my experience growing up. I got made fun of for it, so I never really even cared about that stuff. I just kind of moved away from it because I knew I couldn't afford it at the time. By the time I did grow up and have my own money, I just saw it as a waste of money. Getting into this, it's changed my perspective on things, and it's a lot of fun. I'm just obviously realizing that my story is completely different than everybody else's story, and I want to hear people's story from their childhood. Like, what's a sneaker shoe story that sticks out to you from your childhood?
Sneakers pretty much started for me at a very young age. I mean, from like 5 years old and up.
Like your pops got you into it, or
so,
uncle or something like that? Or?
No, so like back then, I used to live in Puerto Rico. There was this one store that had like Converse, the Chucks.
Yeah.
All different colors and like mad cheap. My mom ended up copping like every color for me, bro. Like I had blue, black, red, greens, orange.
I had like 2 pairs of shoes.
That's what first started it. But to be honest with you, I didn't really get into the sneakers until Jordan arrived, to be honest with you. All the sneakers, all different type of sneakers came into perspective because I saw Jordan, and I love Jordan. This is back when he was killing North Carolina, and then he got to the Chicago Bulls, and then it was the bands and phenomenon back then.
You're a little bit older than me. How old are you?
I am 38.
So I'm 34 right now. I'll be 35 in February. So you're a couple years ahead of me. That's the reason why I don't really remember any of this stuff.
He created a craze about sneakers, but then that opened my eyes to like not just him, but other players. What do other players wear?
Yeah.
That's when the sneaker craze started to like really take off. I could see it evolve in front of my eyes. You know what I mean? From that point on, I was always hooked. Couldn't always get the shoe I wanted because my parents tried their best to get by. You know what I mean?
Not rich but not poor.
Not rich but not poor. You know what I mean? I could always get like a pair of new sneakers for my birthday and a pair for like Christmas. And I've always copped Jordans like from the get-go. Anytime I had extra money, I would cop another player. I have a story where this one time, I think it was the second time that McDonald's came out with a Monopoly game, right?
Yeah.
And I actually won instantly $200. And I was like, what? I turned in the piece, got that check in, and then I went and copped me the pennies. I got his jersey, I caught the shoes, and I was in that $12 like that. Ever since I started working on my own and stuff like that, I try to keep up with the sneakers and try to get what I can afford.
Do you remember the very first pair of Jordans you got, or?
Yes.
Or do you remember like somebody's, or like?
I do.
Maybe somebody's like reaction stuck out to you as a kid?
So the very first Jordans my parents were able to afford for me were the very first Jumpmans. And they were like the black, they had like the white on this side. That was the first one. From there, I got the 4s, Breads. Oh, things are fire. And from there, it was the 11s. I fell in love with the 11s. And I had different colorways on the 11s. And then the 12s.
Yeah.
And I've been bouncing off like those two pretty much the whole time. I got a couple other ones, but yeah, man, like those are like my go-to.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. So not everybody was able to get sneakers like that whenever they were growing up, man. You're definitely lucky on that part. Like,
yeah, my parents understood.
I had a pair of shoes for like athletic, and then I had a pair of shoes for church.
So like my parents understood because it was very hard for me. Like when I first came to the United States, like you gotta remember
That's the other thing too. Yeah,
I was born in Germany,
but on a military base.
Yeah, military base.
So,
but I lived in Puerto Rico, and I was raised in there, and up until about 5, 6. You know what I mean? Like I was going to school out there, Virginia.
Oh yeah, Virginia. That's right.
Yeah, it would be Fairfax, Virginia, Woodbridge, Dale City. That's where I bounced around.
That's what's up.
But when I first came to the States, my parents understood. I was just learning that language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I had to learn English too. That was already a mess for me. And then they understood that like kids get made fun of for not wearing a certain thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that was literally my experience. All I got was.
I'm very grateful to like understood that. Like.
And I was always more like I probably could have gotten that kind of stuff too, but every single Christmas and birthday I always asked for video games. So like that was more important to me than any type of shoes or anything like that. Like I would much rather play video games all day every day. It just helps you deliver. I mean, like live with the tough skin. Like stuff rolls off your back a lot of the times. So but that's what's up, man. Like I want to get into this a little bit more. If you guys ever want to send us your stories, we would love to hear your personal stories too. I definitely have a couple of my friends that I'm gonna have come in here over the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna have them film for us too and get some of their stories, so we can hear other people's experiences. Because like I was born in Cali, lived in New Mexico until I was probably like 5, and then I came here, and I've pretty much been here. Florida it is. Anyways, guys, it's nice to be important. More important to be nice.
We will catch you later.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. There's more over here if you like where that came from.
Remember, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll catch you later.